choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Here we go, team. 61, matchbox, light. 2.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You. Greystone, travel. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Bucs 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's trash. Shoot. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
That's a 660. Pull it high. 5.
McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
94. Hey. Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
On second down, McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing. Will Lutz the kickoff for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? Blue lady. 47. Check, 47. 30.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Topper! Hey, foxtrot! Shoot!
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Winston keeps it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11th. They'll set up to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
45 to the mic, 45 to the mic. Hey, here we go. Under 2. You draw quarter. Go, go. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Yes, yes. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Buccaneers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Black 25. Flip, flip, flip. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, Bucs.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Check 52. Check hot route. High alpha.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Fresno. 80 weapon. Check.
2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11. He's got Smith here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got one. Check 9. Check safety. Check 31. White.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Black 25.
Again, it's Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Hey, team 6. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Blue draw quarter. Kill. Turn up. 45's the mark. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
61, match box, white.
1st down, Saints.
Check it out, read. Slam. Big grip.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, exit. On the snap.
Looking to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey!
Check 45 to Mike. All day, just like that.
Gone. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Pilot 64, weak.
Legs up. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yep.
Second and 9 now. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Play fake. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
A gain of 12. 1st down, New Orleans.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Back to throw here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Look at me. Zip, hit it.
They'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third and short yardage. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
30 base.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Mike's 5-4.
Bravo.
Mike's 5-4. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.